Um, Welcome to today's market analysis. I decided this week to stick to just um to reduce to focus on four pairs, and the reason why I actually did that was because I can't focus on everything. Like I can't see everything. And this week as well, I took a class on understanding Asian range, and now I can actually implement the strategy with my own strategy, and it's been eye opening. I'm just going to use the word eye opening, and the reason why I'm going to use the word eye opening is not because I actually didn't make losses, as in my losing streak continued this week as usual, but I was able to discover some things, and yeah, that it's been I don't want to say it's fun, because losing money is not fun. It's been eye opening basically. So what I did um this week was to take a training on Asian range, to see how I can actually add that into my um strategy. And what I also did, the losses I incurred last 2 weeks, I think I incurred about 1-3 on gold. Early this week too, I incurred about 950 on gold. And I don't want to be scared of gold. I'm scared of gold. I'm trying to see if I can destroy that fear. But with the losses that I've been accumulating, I think it's just wise to stay away from gold. It's wise to stay away from gold. So I removed gold. So it's not like as if I would completely stay away. Um I'm gonna have an account where I'll be using support and resistance to trade gold. I'm going to have an account where I'll be using just support and resistance to trade gold, a different account, and I'll be using my normal strategy on currency pairs. Now I'm going to show some of the trades that I took this week when I was trying to join the trading I took on Asian range with um my strategy. So basically the strategy that I use is just draw on liquidity, entering on inducement. But I was looking for a way to get consistent, a way in which I can be taking trades every day, regardless of how small the peeps would be, instead of just always waiting. I mean, there are times that I'm going to wait for trades on, and at the end of the day, it's still going to eat loss. And it's it's still going to eat SL. And the thing is that this desire it also is driving me towards gold. You know, the fact that gold is volatile, and if gold is volatile, you already know your fate. Like in the next second, you know if if price will eat your SL, you know if it's going to eat TP. So you already make up your mind that okay, after about some seconds, I will make this thing, like it's gonna get better and stuff like that. And that's what has been pushing me towards gold. But then I discovered that always waiting instead of always forcing trades, why don't I look for a strategy that I can just leverage Asian range and still find something, like still get an entry, even if it's during London Open or New York Open. So I started testing some things out this week. By the way, this week ended in a loss as well, but a it was eye opening. It was eye opening for me. Basically, it ended in a loss, but it was eye opening. Now I'm going to explain. I've been waiting for this trade since last week. This particular trade since last week, and I've also been waiting for this trade last 2 weeks, this one last week. So when I woke up yesterday, I learned the Asian range stuff on Wednesday. I woke up yesterday and I saw this. I went to 5 minutes. I saw this, and immediately that I saw it tapped into this zone, I decided to follow the buy. But normally, it's the tip is supposed to be here in the next liquidity killing. I kind of understood that, but because of the rapid change in this imbalance, I was actually expecting an imbalance fill. I was expecting this imbalance to get filled yesterday. So I entered. I took small here, then I entered here. So it kind of took me out. The reason why I actually make a lot of losses is that, number one, I don't stay in trades for long. And when I see that trade is eventually moving in line with my bias, I will want to enter the trade instead of foregoing the trades. So in my in my struggle to keep on entering and setting BE, when I enter and it's in blue, I set break even immediately. It takes me out consistently. And the more I try to get back into the market, the more I incur losses. And the losses that I incur is just small, small, small. And one thing I've kind of discovered about trading is that small, small losses are the things that actually accumulate to something substantial. And that was actually what happened to me yesterday. So when this actually happened, that this happened right here. I hit my, what is it called, TP here on both GU and GC, and I kind of took another entry here when I saw that there was a change in state of delivery at this range. I kind of believed that we are going to aim for this place, this I. But then when I discovered that price is coming back after this liquidity area right here, I just decide to BE. So in my struggle to actually keep on entering the market and not holding, I kind of lost the profit that I made. Now that was yesterday. What happened today was actually similar. When I came into the market today, with a bearish bias, no, a bullish bias, and I'm going to explain why. I tried entering 5 minutes. 5 minutes was giving bearish signal because of the news. I want to believe it's because of the news that dropped on Wednesday. People kept selling. People kept selling GU, and they kept buying UJ. So I saw that price already like DOL on this particular engineered liquidity that I've been targeting. I've been targeting the engineered liquidity for a while. I saw that price actually drew that, so I entered the buy. So what happened next was that the reason why I was so confident in this buy, I was really, really confident in entering this or taking this buy, is the fact that price already swept this Asian low. And when price swept Asian low, it came to this liquidity area, and basically I was expecting like a push of price to the upward direction, like changing character. What is this thing called? Change of character. And I discovered that price actually reacted to this other block on GU, and on GC it reacted to liquidity. It reacted to a liquidity there. So once there was a draw on liquidity there, it instantly started pushing price down. I came out of this with a BE. The losses I made today was on gold. For some reason, I don't know. I think like the stars don't want me to trade gold. As funny as it sounds, it's really, really frustrating to always incur a lot of losses on gold. On my personal account is gold that is dragging me down. My trading account, my challenge account is gold that is dragging me down. I'm going to show one of my challenge account, Aqua Funded. This is my calendar, Aqua Funded calendar right here. The month with the day with the highest losses, it was gold. Gold that caused that I lost a lot on gold. And this one also was also on gold. This was on gold as well. This one, I didn't take any gold trade on this day. So I think based on data and not sentiment, it's just going to be wise for me to destroy gold. It would be wise for me to delete gold from my system based on data. not sentiment, because I wanted that clarity. I wanted the clarity on direction. I wanted to be sure that I was doing. I wanted to be sure that I am making the right decision based off data, and not just because I actually really dislike gold. I really dislike gold. So based on the data that I've accumulated, I've actually decided to step away from gold. So I'll make it official right now to just delete this gold stuff. And the funniest part is that I'm not going to stay away from gold. I don't know. I have this love-hate relationship with gold. I can delete gold from my chart right now, and I'll go back and take it back and add it back to my chart, because the truth is that you see gold, oh my god, there's this thing about gold that I cannot explain. There's this thing about gold that I can't explain. So I think I just have to find a balance. Either I stay completely away from gold, or I find a way to just master gold. It's my plan, but currently I am leaning towards staying completely away from gold. Currently I am leaning towards staying completely away from gold. And so basically today's market analysis will just be focused on two three pairs. And the reason why I chose this pair is that GC, GU, EU, they move simultaneously, while UJ is an alternative. Is inversely proportional. It's inversely proportional to GU, inversely proportional to GC, and inversely proportional to EU. If EU is buying, UJ will sell. If GU is buying, UJ will sell. If GC is buying, UJ will sell. So I kind of decided to just amass those things, those pairs together, so that I can focus on one. If I focus on one, I know how the others will be moving, and I know when to actually enter. So today I'm just going to be analyzing just one chart. I'm just going to analyze just one chart because it's going to save me time, and hopefully I'll stop making a loss. And I've actually decided to see, in this my trading journey, I've made a lot of decisions that I have not been able to stick with, a lot of decisions I haven't been able to be consistent with. So I am trying as much as I can to see if I can create a strategy, create a system that I can follow, create a system that I can abide by, the kind of system that I just need to wake up in the morning, I see it, and it's something that I can click on, like something that just clicks on view, it just clicks on assessment, it clicks on analysis. That's what I'm looking for. Basically, I'm just looking for my edge. You see, one thing I've discovered is that it's fine to have a strategy, it's fine to have a standard strategy, but then your edge, the edge that someone has, is built over time. Basically, it's built on consistency, because I've followed a lot of traders, I've followed a lot of profitable traders, and I've been able to look at their chart. I discovered that most of the profitable traders don't just stick to one strategy. It's the truth. They don't stick to one strategy. They use the experience that they've gathered over time to study the chart in taking entry. There are some entries that I see and I just try to be like, how did this person take this entry? And I discovered that it's basically just a breaker block without inducement. It's common foundational uptrend or lower trend pattern in which you don't really need inducement around it for it to flow. And again, I see some entries that was actually taken based on double what is this thing called? Double highs, equal highs, and equal lows. And equal highs and equal lows without inducement can actually work fine. I've also seen people who take trades based entirely on averages. Now, and the thing is that when you ask those traders that what is your strategy, they basically tell you that it's draw on liquidity. But the truth is that you build your edge based on consistency, you build an edge based on what you've studied, you build your edge based on what you've experienced. And the most frustrating thing about my experience basically is that I make a lot of losses. It ought to always put in this effort this time that I put into the chart, and at the end of the day, I'm going to check my P&L, and then it's going to be red. I kind of discovered that in trading, it's like the fault of the trader. It's always the fault of the trader, because when you pick a trade, when you enter into a trade, it's your analysis. Like, you're the one making those analysis. It's based on what you think would come in play. Like, it's based on you, entirely based on you. So, a kind of situation in which you put in your time, put in your effort into something, and at the end of the day, you look at what you've done and you be like, oh my God, with all the time and effort and resources that I've put into this thing, it's still a red. The P&L is still red. Oh my God, like, what did I do wrong? What have I done wrong? What is this? What is that? So it's kind of, in a way, destroys my confidence. It destroys my confidence a lot. There was a time that I was taking trades, the profit was coming in, and there was a time that I took trade and it was going in red, 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 red. The next time I saw a good setup, I found it very, very difficult to take that trade. Why? Because the losses that I've incurred over time have affected my confidence level in taking those trades. So for me, trading is interesting. Trading is frustrating, and I find it very, very frustrating right now, because it's like I am pushing myself. It's like I am pushing myself to reach a certain height. It's like I am not being patient with myself, and as troubling as it can be, I kind of discovered that it's not actually bad. It's not bad to be consistent and want to put exact that kind of pressure on oneself. But I also discovered that I'm probably not giving myself enough time to make mistakes on my own. And the frustrating thing is just that I've made a lot of mistakes in this trade, and it's like I've gotten to a point where I need to be profitable. It's no longer a suggestion for me. Like, it's a must for me to be profitable with this, because I don't know. I've put in a lot of time. I've put in a lot of effort into this, and it's always frustrating to look at the chart. You see that price is going in a way, you just fuck up your entry. You just fuck up your entry. You just suddenly just fuck up entry. It's something that I've been struggling with for a very, very long time. Last week, I think the last time I did a market analysis video was on Sunday. So I do two types of videos: market analysis. Market analysis, I analyze the chart vocally, and another type of video in which I just trade live. And when I'm trading live, I don't usually analyze my entry. I just sit down and start taking trades like that. So today's video, I decided to just make it a market analysis video and explain one or two things as to why I didn't actually upload any YouTube video this week, because I only upload market analysis video. Any video that I don't speak in, like any video that I'm not actively talking, I don't repurpose those kind of videos. And I think it's Sunday. Today would be the next time I would be uploading this video. I'll be uploading a market analysis video. Then the next one would be on Sunday, by the grace of God, this coming Sunday as well. So I have been really, really struggling. I've been really struggling with entries. I've been struggling with, like, understanding market bias is something that I tackled last week, and I've gotten the hang of it. Now I'm moving from market bias to understanding Asian range, and I've kind of seen a way in which I can just combine everything to develop an edge for myself. Excuse me. This week I haven't been encouraged at all to create any market analysis video. I've not been encouraged. I mean, what do I want to analyze in the market when everything that I'm entering is giving me red? Everything will go green. It's going to go green. Half along the way, it just reverses against me, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? I ask myself that question, like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong exactly? So this week for me was just a week to think things through, to see the things that I was doing wrong, to see how I can be better and how I can improve on those areas. Last week I tackled daily buyers, and yeah, daily buyers was what I tackled last week, and this week was Asian range was what I tackled this week. So I am really really hopeful that next week would be a different week for me. I am hopeful that next week is going to be a different week for me, because I am tired. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing money. I'm tired. I hate losing. I hate losing. It affects me. It affects every aspect of my life. I don't like losing. I don't like it at all. Now, going into the market with all the resources that I've kept into this thing, and at the end of the day, I will see that market is going one way. I enter and suddenly it just started reversing. It's something that just fucks someone up. It messes. It's seriously. It just scatters everything that I think that I've learned, everything that I think I've acquired over time. It just makes me start questioning the knowledge. Like, this knowledge that I've gathered should make sense by, like, is it making sense and stuff like that. So I just decided to just rest this week on this market stuff. Though I still lost. I actually I lost a lot this week, but it's not actually much when I compare it to last week. The losses that I incurred on gold. The losses I incurred on gold is my fault. Trading the losses I've been carrying, the losses I've been incurring has always been my fault. It's my fault, and it's just because I don't want to say I haven't put in the effort. It's just because I still haven't grasp this thing. I still haven't really really understand this stuff. There are some fundamental things that I still struggle with, because I've kind of discovered that for me it's no longer the skill. For me it's no longer the skill, it's something else. It's something else. The fact that sometimes I don't stick with the plans, the fact that sometimes I don't follow the things that I say I want to do when I get on the chart, the fact that when I enter A plus setup I don't hold, things like that. Those are the things that those are the little things that often seem like it doesn't matter, but actually they do. It's Those are those things that we often overlook, but these are things that actually it's meaningful. These are things that for a very long time I kind of thought that consistency or something else would drive that zeal and make it push and stuff like that. But then I've kind of discovered that it's to actually break that, I have to put in consistent effort into breaking it. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at all over. That's where I'm at all over. One thing I know about this trading journey is that for me, quitting is not an option. Quitting is not an option. So I actually don't care. I actually don't care the effort that I'm going to have to put into this thing to make it work. I don't care the sacrifice I'll have to make this thing work. I don't care what I have to do to make this work. What I know for a fact is that I'm going to make this work. It's one thing that I know for sure, that I'm going to make this work. Now I will analyze this. I'm going to analyze this. I'm going to analyze the chart based on what I am seeing right here. So last week or early this week, I kept an FVG in this area, an FVG stuff in this area right here, because I was expecting price to bounce off this zone. And when I came on the chart today, that was the mindset that I came into the chart with. That was why I entered the buy position. But then it took me out at break even. But now I actually see that this thing have converted from an FVG to IFVG, inverse what is this thing called? Inverse fair value gap. So I'm kind of expecting price to go back to test this zone and push down further from this zone. So if I'll be taking any entry on GC, any entry on GU, it's going to be a sell. It's going to be a sell. It has to be a sell. I was kind of expecting price to bounce off this FVG, but it turned the fair value gap to IFVG. So if I go back down to the 4-hour time frame, I'm expecting price to tap into this zone, at least 50% in this zone, then reject back downward. I'm expecting price to tap into this zone, then reject back downwards. That's what I'm actually expecting. I'm expecting price to tap into this zone, then rejects back. Now, one thing I learned this week on Asian range is the fact that um, there is this thing in ICT called CBDR. I learned that this week. There is something also called finding standard deviation, like that, concerning the Asian range that you can use to analyze a trade. The fact that if the Asian range is between 20 to 30 pips, you should expect probably a distribution. If it's above 20 to 30 pips, then it's more like a trending market and stuff like that. So there are most of taking entry from those places. But one of the things that I kind of discovered taking trades on 5 minutes, because this week I took a lot of trade on 5 minutes, is the fact that on 5 minutes it's more of continuation than um, a character change. I don't know how to explain what I discovered this week. I discovered that on 5 minutes it's easier to take continuations on 5 minutes than a reversal on 5 minutes. I actually don't know how to simplify that explanation. So I am still looking for my edge. I'm still searching for my edge. I'm still searching for my edge. Like, I made losses today on gold. I made losses on Monday on gold. I made losses last week on gold. So the data that I have right now is telling me consistently to stay the fuck away from gold, and that is what I'm going to do. It's what I'm going to do. It's what I'm going to do. I think I need to hammer it down in my brain or print out something and just paste it in the room that do not trade gold in your life. Like, do not trade gold at all. Stay the fuck away from gold. Like, I need to find a way to put myself on that reminder, print it out on a shirt, like, stay the fuck away from gold. I need to find a way to hammer that into my head. Kenny, stay away from gold. Gold is a killer. But the thing again that I look at trading gold is the fact that staying away from a pair doesn't make you good at it. Gold have taken a lot from me. Gold have taken a lot from me. That is why I am hell bent on sticking with gold to the end. I'm hell bent on sticking with gold. But gold has taken a lot from me. And I think it's time for me to start being real with myself. It's time for me to start being realistic about the realities of trading gold. Gold have taken a lot from me, and it's time for me to just face reality on gold. And I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create. I don't know what I'm going to do to just stay away from that pair. Gold has caused a lot of havoc. I don't know. And I want to say it consistently that trading is my fault. It's not the market fault. The market can go anywhere, anyhow, but analyzing the trade is not the market's fault. It is entirely my fault. It's my responsibility to always analyze before getting into the market. So any trade, any loss that I make, any loss that I incur over time is my fault. It's something that I need to ingrain in me. It is something that I need to push down in me, into like my brain and my psychology, that whatever trade that I take, it is my fault. I need to ensure that I take responsibility for any trade that I take. So my analysis on GU is that GU is bearish. GU is bearish. GU is bearish. That's my analysis. So if I'll be entering the market on Monday, GU is bearish. So that is the end of my market analysis video today. I've decided to focus on to study few pairs. I think I like trading. I enjoy trading BTC because to an extent BTC is a bit predictable. To an extent, BTC is a bit predictable. I enjoy trading BTC, but I don't want to be trading crypto. To an extent, BTC is predictable. And I don't know if it's going to make sense to replace gold with BTC. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, so far the experience has been frustrated. My trading experience has been frustrating. It's been really really annoying for me. It's been frustrating. It's been frustrating for me. It's been very very frustrating. And I maybe just maybe it's because I'm not giving myself enough time to um learn, even though sometimes it might cost me. Maybe it's because I am not allowing myself to, I'm not like giving myself enough time. I kind of think that the fact that I kept a time limit on my learning process, it's actually one of the things that actually contributed to um, the kind of pressure that I put on myself to get some certain things done. So I don't know yet, but the thing is that I don't want to take that pressure off myself, because in a way it keeps me grounded. Even though the pressure can be something else, it actually keeps me grounded on the things that I want. It keeps me grounded on what I want and what I've actually set out to do. I'm going to be a profitable trader. It can just take me time. It can just take me time. So this is the end of the video today. I'll be uploading this video on YouTube, and I've decided to just take things easy. I decided to take things easy. I mean, with what I know on trading right now, if I decide to take exam, if I decide to write an exam on the things that I've gathered, I'm sure I'm going to pass. But then trading is more about the application, not necessarily about the knowledge you've gathered. It's more about how you've applied what you've learned. And the fact that a lot of people fail trading is that the knowledge is there, but people struggle with the application. The knowledge is there, but it's usually the application that causes problem. So it's gonna be good. It will be good for me. It's gonna end up well for me. So the next market analysis would be on Sunday. See you guys on Sunday.